Welcome back to Story with Annie and Nivi. Today's story is Tom Thumb. A dressmaker once had a son. The dressmaker's son was a midget, the size of a thumb. The midget was the apple of his father's eyes. It would be an understatement to say that the dressmaker loved his son. He adored him. Although a mere midget, no bigger than a thumb, he was daring. When he was a little boy, Tom said to his father, "I have led a sheltered and protected life too long. I would love to venture into the world and see for myself what life is like." The father was proud of Tom. He encouraged his son to venture out. He was confident his midget son would take care of himself. The midget, on the day he was to leave on his exploits, asked his mother what goodies she had for him on the evening of his departure. The mother, who doted on her midget son, said, "You see for yourself." The boy jumped up and looked into the dish on the stove. He had leaned a little bit too much. The result, the steam from the stove carried the lightweight midget high into the big world on its own. The sheer thrill of being free and on his own made Tom forget his lunch. He started out on his rounds. He first went to a craftsman to learn a trade. But Tom had a bad tongue. It sought after delicacies. Then, if his expectations in the matter of food were not met, he did not shy away from a vitriolic attack with his pungent tongue. He left the trader for no other reason than not getting enough meat. He had the nerve to tell the mistress, "Mistress, mother of spuds, you only serve spuds and are niggardly with meat. I'll leave you. Bye." When the mistress set out after him to hit him for his outrageous and insolent conduct, the puny fellow dodged easily. From below, he stuck out his tongue in derision. His puny size was deceptive, but the boy was strong and powerful and did not know fear. The mistress was as determined to get him and punish him as he was to get away. Through evasive maneuvers, he got into the first drawer of a table. When the lady attempted again to get him, he jumped down to the drawer at the bottom. Eventually, the lady got him and threw the pest out of her house. She indeed regarded him as a pest. His silly and impish behavior left her in no doubt about it. Wandering from place to place, he reached a dense jungle and encountered a gang of notorious robbers known for the sleight of hand. When they saw the thumb-sized Tom, they felt reassured. They at last got the man they were looking for. They were quick to see that the imp would prove a great asset to them in their trade. Why? They could even send the fellow into the house to be robbed through the keyhole. Now that they had the right person to help them, they, there and then, decided to rob the treasure in the palace. When they spoke to Tom, he jumped up with enthusiasm. They set out for the palace. Tom easily got in through the keyhole. The boy proved his remarkable sleight of hand. He started showering sovereigns without the robbers even breaking in. By and by, the king quite intuitively felt something was amiss. He heard sound inside the treasury, but as the treasury door was locked up securely, he went away. He thought how anyone could enter when the lock at the entrance was intact. The king would not take chances though. He alerted the guards as he walked away. After the king left, the little robber continued his nefarious act. The jingle of the coins inside the treasury alerted the guards. When they made noise while rushing into the treasury, the extraordinarily agile imp inside darted to a corner and hid his whole person under a coin. The imp was so sure of himself that he even pulled at the guards when they darted towards him. He was in another corner and called out to them, sure that the guards were no match to him. The boy rained coins from inside after fooling the guards. The robbers raved after him and said they would even make Tom their leader. There, inside the treasury, even though the imp announced his presence and tauntingly called out to the guards, they couldn't catch him. His size had a great deal to do with his success. In sheer exhaustion, they stopped their pursuit of Tom and went away. Tom thus helped the robbers gain a very massive fortune. He himself took with him only a penny, though he unfortunately could not carry more. He took leave of the robbers to see more of the world, as he put it. Tom Thumb tried several trades and worked for several masters, but everywhere he dodged work. One day, Tom found himself working as a kitchen assistant. The two kitchen maids hated Tom. Tom remained invisible to them, but keenly observed their pilferage of eatables and grocery articles. Tom reported the doings and occasioned not a little discomfiture to the maids. The maids grew more and more determined to punish him. An opportunity presented itself to them. One of the maids was cutting grass in the garden. While doing so, she cut off the grass in the midst of which Tom was playing. As he was jumping about, he did not get injured while the dam cut the grass. The dam fed the grass, with Tom inside it, to a cow. The cow devoured the grass, with Tom inside it. Then Tom found himself inside the belly of the cow. He found the place absolutely dark, with not even a streak of light inside. The kitchen dame indeed had got Tom into a mess in the cow's belly. As the black cow which had devoured Tom was milked, Tom from inside held, "Hey, you there! I'm inside belly of the blackie." But as the cow was mooing, the people couldn't hear Tom, desperately trying to draw their attention. The following day, the cow was slaughtered. Fortunately for Tom, the blow with the butcher's knife did not cut Tom. He was hopping about in the meat, and at last he got mixed with the bacon and was removed for sausage. He was about to be smoked in the chimney. He somehow escaped to freedom. That was one place Tom found too dangerous. He fled in panic. When Tom was in a field, a hungry and ravenous fox sniffed about him and endeared him. Tom thanked his maker the fox hadn't bitten him. From inside the fox's throat, Tom spoke to the fox. "Hey Foxy, I'm Tom Thumb. I'm in your throat, having been gulped by you. Be good enough to let me go." The fox said, "Sure, I shall spare your life. But will have to feed me a number of chickens from your father's farm." Tom's life was spared on his promising to get the fox chickens. The fox himself carried Tom to his father. Tom's father, happy over the saving of his son's life, gave the fox a number of chickens. When Tom questioned his father about his giving away so many chickens, the loving father asked, "What are the 15 or even 20 chickens compared to my beloved son's life?" Tom then understood parental love and drew even closer to his father, to whom he has always been attached. So friends, I hope you all enjoyed this story. Like, share and subscribe this channel. Don't forget to click the bell icon to get the notification of such stories.